Hi, today let's talk about date planning. So, whether you have kids or without kids, it's essential for couples to stay connected, emotionally in tune, and joyful together. So, I'll provide some guides in terms of date planning. Okay, so maybe the first thing I would do is answer the what, why, and how. So, what is date planning? Okay, so date planning is where couples spend one on one time together without kids or anyone else. And then it's time for couples to bond and get to know each other better. So, you might wonder, like, let's say you marry for a few years or many years, like what's so important, like we already know each other enough. But the thing is, like, I mean, when do you get married? Like, say, maybe in your 20s. So before 20, you did not know the 20 years before about your spouse. So we have plenty of things to do. Maybe you know 80% of your spouse, or 70%, or 60%. So going on a date is a good chance for you to pay attention to each other. So why go on for a date? Kind of answer it already, because think about family relationship is the first relationship in the family. So you really wanted to make sure that it's being nurtured and taken care of. Okay, so the how question is sort of the content of what I'm trying to focus on for this video. So how do you do date planning? So the first guide is plan ahead. So you wanted to treat it like a priority. Many of us, once we become parents, will put our kids as priorities. But like I mentioned, marriage relationship is the first relationship that happen in a family. So you could do you block a specific day and a time on your calendar, so so you can start to plan what you want to do on a date. Okay, second guide is to make it simple but intentional. One thing to remember is you wanted to make sure you arrange childcare in advance. Who is going to take care of the kids while you go on a date with your spouse? If you're lucky, you can ask your family members or friends to help you. But if you don't, you can consider do it after your kids go to bed. So you can do like meal cooking, like a simple dish, or watch a show together. But remember, do it without phones around. Or you could simply eat a dessert together. And if you want to make it romantic, you can put candle lights around. Okay. Number three is take turns planning. This is a very fun part of date planning, because not only the husband or the wife involved in planning, both of you should involve in the planning process. And in this process, you also get to know each other better, because you come to know the likes and dislikes of your spouse. And it's really fun thing to do. And so you really should follow this guide. The next one is include kids once in a while. Occasionally do a family fun night with games or silly cooking, but you have to make sure you know the difference, like the couple dates and like dates with kids, which is fine. And it could be a bonus because you still spend time together. It involves kids, but you can do it once in a while. Okay, number five is explore and experiment. So try something new monthly. Let's say you do monthly dates. Some people do bi-weekly or weekly. Can try different things, like try new restaurant, try new food, or find new spots for nature exploration, for hiking and for walks. Or for me, I like to try pottery class. It costs a little bit more, so we haven't tried it, but yeah, going out for a date is a good opportunity for couples to explore new things as well. Okay, and it's gonna be different when you bring your kids to different places, because you and your spouse are adults and you're gonna want to try different things than when you bring your kids along. Okay, number 6 is do meaningful but not expensive dates. So some of you might think that going on for dates is expensive, but it doesn't have to be that way. Many of the dates ideas are low cost or no cost at all. For example, no cost ideas are like going on for walks, go sunset watching, or do journal together. Maybe I can post or create like a date idea that have low cost or zero cost. Okay, the next guide is mix talk and activity. Let's say you go on for bowling or lunch or dinner with your spouse for date. You can think about some of the question you want to ask, make it intentional. For example, you can ask your spouse, what's been the most stressful lately for you? You know, as couples, we go back home every day, the same house, but we might experience the world differently. We might have different experiences, so it's a good time to listen to each other and just be there for each other. Okay, so lastly is universal tips for couples, either you have kids or without kids, is no phones. So you really want to treat it as a secret time between you and your spouse. You want to protect this time from distractions. Okay, and celebrate small wins. Say, let's have a date to celebrate finishing that project, or let's have a date for getting through a tough week, right? So these are things to remember when you are planning for dates. And I hope you see the importance of going on for a date. I know if it's not your habit between you and your spouse, you can make it happen. You can make it happen. And that's all for the video for this week. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions or thoughts, please share in the comment section, and I'd love to read. And thank you for watching the video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.